It's been a while. Of course. Go ahead.
Oh my god. Hello, 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 hello. God damn it. Hello. Hi. Hello. Hi. Great. Now everyone can fucking hear me because I am a silly owl. Alright. Back to the story. About the Raiden Gokuden. Could you tell me about that story one more time?
Oh. Now there's a question I wasn't expecting. Very well. I'll tell you what I know once more. The once renowned Raiden Gokuden, comprised of 5 branches. Amenoma, Futsu, Ishin, Hyakume, and Senju. The art of forging practiced by these 5 clans was first taught to them personally by the almighty Shogun. Over time, the 5 branches diverged from one another as generations of bladesmiths honed and perfected their craft until they became 5 distinct traditions. Most of the great swordsmith clans of old have since fallen into decline, and for a long time, only the Amenoma branch kept its art alive. But fortunately, Kaedehara Kazuha recently returned to Inazuma and took up the mantle of the Ishin art. Now, 2 clans remain of the original Gokuden 5. If my memory serves me right, you yourself were present when he forged the Ishin blade.
Oh yeah, we were! Paimon remembers that now.
Yeah, that happened like literally a few minutes ago.
They learned a bit about the decline of the Raiden Gokuden then too. It seems like such a shame.
What was the reason behind their decline?
That, my friends, is a tragic tale indeed. In fact, this was not made known to me for most of my life. All these years, I knew of those great clans' demise, but never the cause. Only recently, when the question was on my mind, did I ask Kaedehara Kazuha about this. He told me that, as we are both heirs to a branch of the Raiden Gokuden, it was right that I should know the truth. There is no harm in telling you, but I must warn you. It is a dark and sorrowful tale. The Raiden Gokuden were the targets of a murderous rampage by a vengeful bladesmith.
Vengeful? Why?
400 years ago, so I'm told, there was a catastrophic malfunction in Tatarasuna's furnace. One brave swordsmith heard the commotion and chose not to flee, but he rushed to the scene, hoping to prevent a disaster. Tatarasuna was home to a state-of-the-art forging and smelting operation in that day, and overseeing it was the armory officer. His surname was Niwa, though he had family ties to the Kaedehara clan. Knowing that they had just one chance to save countless lives, Mr. Niwa and the swordsmith leaped together into the furnace. The furnace quickly stabilized, but neither of them made it out. The smith's death, though heroic, dealt a devastating blow to his family's fortunes. His orphan son was left to fend for himself and grew up deeply resentful at the world.
Oh, it changed.
In his heart, the whole of Inazuma was culpable in his tragedy. He hated the almighty Shogun for her apparent indifference towards his father's death, and he hated everyone who had done nothing to try and save him. Powerless and destitute, the only legacy he had to pass on to his children was his hatred. Generation after generation bore this grudge, living in utter misery. Alas, if only the story could have ended there. But 100 years ago, the then head of this family reached the end of his wits. He could bear their fate no longer, and yet he could do nothing to change it. Finally, he made a drastic decision to take revenge on the Raiden Gokuden. In doing so, he sought to vent his pent up anger and shake the very foundations of Inazuma's forging industry. In his fury, he murdered indiscriminately, killing even bladesmiths from the Hyakume clan which he belonged to. His goal was absolute, the devastation of all of the Raiden Gokuden. But when he came to the Kaedehara and Kamisato clans, his killing spree came to an abrupt end. He failed to catch them unawares. They fought back fiercely, and they did not spare his life. That is why the Kaedehara clan and their Ishin art survived that day. I suppose they were the lucky ones, under the dire circumstances.
Damn. The legend of the Raiden Gokuden has changed. Someone else attacked the swordsmiths. It looks like the balladeer did something in Irminsul, but it seems Niwa still died.
Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
Have you seen Kazuha recently?
Kazuha? Why, yes. Just yesterday, in fact. We spoke for a while over some tea. He seemed well.
Ah, the good boy. So he still exists, and he's the same Kazuha I know. Things don't seem as bad as I'd feared last night. That's all. Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Don't tell Paimon. There are other places you want to visit too, right? Your expression says it all. You can't hide anything from Paimon. On to the next stop. Lead the way, traveler. Paimon will be right behind you.
Alrighty.
Hayashibia Jafar
God damn it!
Let's go see him.
Have you packed all your things? Make sure you brought the
Oh,
onigiri
hi,
and rice that your
Raven.
mother
My
prepared.
cute little kitty cat. What is my water bottle doing on the floor? Anyway.
Don't worry. I have them all. They're going to last me days. Take care of yourselves while I'm out. And make sure you remind Mom to take her medicine on time. If running the store gets a bit too much, take some time off and wait for me to return.
Oh, Yoimiya, your mother and I got so worried when we heard that you were going so far abroad. We've never left the country, so we don't know how Outlanders might view us Inazumans, or if they'd even be willing to speak to us.
Oh, relax. Outlanders are friendly and warm. Look at Toma from the Yashiro Commission. He's originally from Mondstadt, but everyone thinks he's a top-tier guy.
A mop tier? What mop? Oh! Do you mean the broken one at home? I just fixed it today.
Yoimiya's father? Who has really, really bad hearing.
No, I said top, not mop. You know, Toma...
We haven't heard this kind of friendly banter in a while, huh?
Oh, hey you two. It's been a long time, hasn't it?
You're as peppy as ever.
I'm excited because I'm going on a trip soon. Many things have changed. Lots of Outlanders have come to Inazuma, and lots of Inazumans have gone out as well. You two have been adventuring all over Teyvat, so you might not be able to understand. But for us, this is a long-awaited chance to go out and fulfill our dreams.
That's right. The Sakoku decree is gone.
Ah, I remember you two. You're Yoimiya's friends, yes? Word of your incredible accomplishments has spread throughout Inazuma. My daughter's
yes.
a big fan of yours. She
Yoimiya's
said she'd love to be
father.
like you two.
Come on, Dad. Who's never dreamed of becoming a hero?
You've done some heroic feats yourself.
Oh, thanks. But I'm just your average artisan. The quiet life suits me better. But if an opportunity presents itself, why not try to show your stuff, right?
All right. Did you two come over today to order some fireworks?
Oh, sorry. I got carried away. Well, I'm gone. Dad's in charge of making fireworks. You've seen how skilled he is, so there's nothing to worry about.
Oh no, we aren't here to do business or anything. We just happen to be passing by.
Oh, so we're all here with time to spare? What a treat! In that case, let's chat some more. I'm not in a rush anyway.
I literally have to do your quest to continue story, so yes, let's
So,
do this
where are you
thing.
planning to go?
No clue.
Huh?
I say that, but I do have a travel goal. To see Teyvat's grandest meteor shower. But I don't know when or where it'll happen. So, I figured I can search while I travel.
That's it?
That's smart.
No details? Nothing?
Not right now. Since this meteor shower was originally something like a family legend.
Yeah, that's typically how meteor showers are, and it's not like they have, technology to track that.
A long time ago, the Naganaharas were inspired to create new fireworks after watching such a meteor shower. Dad says that inspiration is a combination of what you see and what you know. Different people can see the same thing, but have different thoughts. Inazuma today is completely different from how it was in the past. If I can see this meteor shower, I'm sure I'll be able to come up with a new kind of firework.
They do have similarity. Meteors and fireworks, they do have some similarities.
I know, right? Of course, my main reason is that I want to go and look outside Inazuma.
No need to be shy about it. You gotta play hard when you get the chance.
You know, you're right, Paimon. Is it just me, or have you gotten wiser since we first met?
Paimon loves being friends with you since you say such nice things.
Since you're going out to play regardless, why not make Sumeru your first stop?
Meru. I've heard of it. It has a ton of trees, a super impressive school, and a massive desert.
There's also a division of school that specializes in studying the stars.
Yep, and everyone there is really smart, so Paimon's sure you'll get some answers from them about the meteor shower.
Ah, I see now why I have to
Really? But
do
won't
this
righteous people make
in
fun
order
of
to
me or
further
something
the
if I
plot,
ask them about a
because she
legend?
is needed in Sumeru.
We won't know if something's real or not unless we ask. Don't worry, we got solid connections in there. Well, she does anyway.
Thank you for noticing.
Wouldn't I be taking up your time, though? I doubt this is in your schedule.
It's fine. This way your parents can be at ease. I'll be your guide.
Exactly! Relax, Yoimiya. You've helped us plenty of times before.
All right, then I accept your offer. Let's have some fun at Sumeru. Dad, you can have more peace of mind now that I'm traveling with them, right?
Oh, yes. Your mother and I will be much more at ease.
Remember, you two also need to take care of
Why does he
yourselves.
look like a
I'll be back
grandfather?
soon. Okay, let's head to Rito. and
Well, I
catch
mean,
a boat
like,
there.
not that this old, but getting close to it. I guess that's because Yoimiya is already an adult. Great. Oh, wait. Since we need to do this, let's further Nahida's first. Ugh. Since that's an obvious one that we're going to need to do. I've always wanted a fucking cryocaster, and the only one is playing hard to get. We finally get one, and he decides, yeah, no, I'm gonna make you go all the way to the 50-50. I'm not gonna come early.
It's always nice to go for a leisurely stroll.
You know, that sounded wrong, but whatever.
Huh. Do
Ha.
adventurers often go to places like this?
Yes, of course. We usually journey through far more dangerous places than this.
Huh. I guess so.
So, this is where you always meet your wife in your dreams?
Yes, for the most part. Our place is on the summit, just up ahead. When I saw her in my dreams, we didn't do anything but talk about ordinary, mundane topics. I'd tell her about our daughter, Haidar, and she always listened intently. She would also reminisce about the past with me, telling me interesting stories and cracking jokes. It feels like no matter how long we may chat, it's never enough.
Sometimes, it's the little things in life that matter the most.
This is the part I'm a little puzzled about. I'm very familiar with dreams, and normally, they lack logic and continuity.
Oh, that's a trippy image.
But you said she could remember what you had told her before, right?
That's right. She always listened to me carefully in real life, and now she's doing the same in my dreams.
Oh, that distortion is really fucking with me.
She always surprises me with some details from our lives in the real world. The fact that
I'm
she
sure
can
it'll be
remember
fine,
such
though.
things makes me feel like she's alive.
Whoa, that's pretty weird.
However, the problem is that his dreams have too much structure and continuity. Most dreams are far more fragile than you can imagine. For example, a loud noise outside your window in the real world could cause your dream self to get loaded into and fired out of a big can. Another example. If you're thirsty in the real world, then but the appearance of your wife seems unusually stable and unaffected by any outside interference. Statistically,
I don't understand it either. But I have no reason to suspect or reject these dreams. They're too beautiful.
I agree, it doesn't really feel like a cause for concern.
but I still want to figure out the how and the why. These kind of dreams are novel to me as well. That's why I want to have a look at the scene your dreams have been taking place at. Let's go.
That makes
Think
sense.
of it as a nice little hike to the top of the mountain.
Alright. Hang on. How many hydrocasters are there? Character archive, pin, hydro catalyst. Confirm. Okay, I have everyone except Mona. Cryo catalyst. And there's only one. The man that we want. And then there's Ningguang. I got everyone except the Wanderer. I have Nahida, but I don't have Baiju. And of course, I have all of the pyro catalysts. Adorable little Klee. And I do not have Yaimiko. Wait. We're not supposed to be doing this. We're supposed to be doing this shit. So then we can... How dare you be unavailable? Oh well. Alright.
Well,
I am out of
you
hot
and Lizzie
chocolate.
kitten,
Shit.
This place definitely isn't safe.
Oh, yeah, no. There's a lot of hilly
No
churls.
matter. We'll just finish them quickly.
Huh? Are you going to fight too, Nahida?
Of course. This is all part of our little trip.
Oh, we got Trial Nahida, which is 90. My Nahida is only 80.
I see everything.
Alright, stop being mean.
Inazuma shines eternal.
Feel the fury of my Raiden Shogun.
The scenery here is amazing! It also seems like a great spot for eating snacks and taking a nap. Paimon wouldn't mind spending some time here every day either.
I'm sure you wouldn't.
I've yet to see anything strange about this place. I do not plan to deny the power of longing. Such an intense but unquantifiable emotion could indeed have the power to organize dreams.
His wife must be a really amazing person. Huh? Wait, where'd he go?
Oh, so you were waiting for me here? When the Dendro Archon said she wanted to come with me, I could hardly believe it. I'll bring Haidar once I'm more familiar with the way here. She's telling me
What is going on?
she really misses you.
Huh? What's wrong with... There's nobody there.
Wait, Minar. Don't go that way. It's dangerous.
Uh-oh, he's gonna fall. Catch him!
What is happening? You rushed to stop Ilman, who was
Luckily he didn't
walking
fall.
towards the cliff.
What was all that rambling about? He also looks...
He's in a dream now. What he said just now matches almost perfectly with the dreams he's described to us.
Oh, so he
I find it a little strange as well, but we mustn't awaken someone while they're sleepwalking.
Huh? Minar. Where's Minar?
Oh, good! You're fine.
What happened?
You were sleepwalking and almost fell.
Sleepwalking? Oh, right. It was all just a dream. The moment I reached the summit, I saw my wife, Minar, sitting there, and walked over. After I introduced her to you, she seemed a little flustered and started walking away. I told her to stop because of the cliff, and then she seemed to suddenly disappear. A strong wind started to blow around me and the sky grew dark. When I realized something wasn't right, I woke up.
That sounds pretty wild. Maybe you were just too tired.
I don't think so. I slept a lot yesterday, and I don't feel very sleepy now.
I mean, you have bags under your eyes that make you look like you haven't slept in years, but okay.
Anyway, all that matters is that you woke up safe and sound.
I think I know what happened now. I'm sorry. If it weren't for you, I would have fallen.
Let's head back now. Don't come back to the...
Oh,
Nahida, what's on your mind?
We still don't have enough evidence to work off of, so it's hard to draw any reliable conclusions yet. But I'm concerned that Ilmon's case may not be unique to him.
Oh, right! Come to think of it, there were lots of people from the event who had vivid memories of their dreams.
Maybe this phenomenon is already spreading.
Right. And not only at a moment of dreams, there may be... We need to understand what's happening and the rate of its development as soon as possible.
Then there's no time to lose. Let's head back. Stop standing there, Ilmon. Let's go.
What? God damn it. Switching from quest to quest just so that I can actually do something. You board a passenger ship bound for Port Ormos, enjoying the lovely ocean views along the way. Yoimiya listens with rapt attention as you tell her of the events following the Vision Hunt Decree and of your various adventures in Sumeru. The long voyage ends before you know it.
Wow. So, this is Sumeru?
Yep.
That tree's huge! Is the port built on top of it?
Pretty much in it, yeah.
This place is amazing! It's way bigger than Rito's port. There are also a lot more stores here.
Oh, there's more cool stuff for you to see. Don't you worry.
Port Ormos also took my breath away when I first arrived.
This place is awesome! I had heard people describe it, but nothing beats seeing a place for yourself. If I hadn't seen the port with my own eyes, I could never have imagined such a place. So, the school you were talking about, the academia, is it here?
Nope, we have to head north from here and follow the river to reach Sumeru City.
Sumeru City, huh? I guess it's even more impressive than here?
They each have their own highlights. The city even has an even bigger tree, or it's a land of never-ending theses. Theses? Theses.
Even bigger? Oh, I wonder if it's as grand as Sangonomiya Shrine. Whatever the case, why don't we go to Sumeru City? Oh, I'm so excited that I don't even know what I should be doing anymore.
The important thing about going on a trip is to enjoy yourself. You don't have to think so hard.
How about we walk around here with you?
I'm just worried that if we don't get down to business soon, we'll take up too much of your time. But if you insist, then let's look around.
She's delightful. I love her. God damn it! Fragments and tote. Ah, we can continue. Feels like I'm doing all
Oh, you're back already.
these things.
Go.
We have an emergency on our hands. Please notify everyone here that while they can continue to discuss their dreams, they mustn't try to visit or recreate the locations and scenes that they have been experiencing in them.
What? All right, if that's the wish of the great Dent. But could you at least tell me what happened?
You tell Pedrush what happened
I see.
in your travel.
I never knew even a dream could be so dangerous. Don't worry. I'll be sure to notify all the event participants and inform the other staff members about what has happened. Using the event registration list, I should be able to contact more people that were interested in dreams and warn them about the situation.
Thank you. That would be very helpful.
Let me confirm if all of today's participants are still here. Atta has already left. It seemed that he was on his way to make a hammer, so that shouldn't be a problem. Oh, wait a second. Has anyone seen Katya? Has she already left?
Oh, I think she already left. She said there was somewhere she wanted to go.
Oh no.
No. Did she want to look for the place from her dreams too?
Can you tell us where she went?
Yes, she did briefly mention it. Somewhere near Chatrakam Cave.
Alright, thank you. We'll go look for her. Please help us tell the others not to do anything reckless.
Sure thing. Who would have known things would have turned out like this?
Something's going on. Alright, where is that cave? Over there? Got it. On the way! Ah, I'm going the wrong way. Wait a minute, I should make sure all of my heavy hitters are in that. Fuck. Right, I'm flying. Sorry, Kazuha.
Time to begin work?
Alright.
Look, she's sitting over there and surrounded by monsters.
Come on, let's rescue her.
Hey,
I can fix this! Didn't see.
Okay, I'll remember this.
That coming.
Covenants of the Deep. Rest and rebuild.
Access denied.
Alright.
She seems to be in the same condition as Ilman earlier.
Yes, but luckily she hasn't been injured or jolted awake yet. Let's carefully move her somewhere safer.
See you tomorrow, Professor Aisha. Huh? Why am I back here again?
No one else is here. You were just... You were dreaming just now.
Dreaming? But what about Professor Aisha? Oh, I see. It was all just a dream. Well, that makes sense. After all, it hasn't changed a single bit.
Huh? What's...
Nearly 20 years, and it still hasn't bloomed.
Does it have something to do with your dream? Please, tell us what you mean.
Ah, sorry. I'm still feeling a little groggy. Please give me a moment here. Alright, where to start? Right, this plant. So, Professor Aisha gave me this plant just before she left. She was a good friend of my parents, and my first real tutor. She was also an outstanding Amorta researcher. In addition
That's
to her
great.
extraordinary academic talents, she was also skilled in combat and would accept lots of work from the Adventurers Guild.
Oh, so you mean she's left...
Yes. When I was about 10 years old, she told me that she must go look for the secrets of the Abyss.
Oh
and that
no!
she would be gone for a long time.
She's probably dead.
I grabbed hold of her and wouldn't let go. I didn't know what the Abyss was. I just knew that she was like family to me. She hugged me, and we cried for some time until I fell asleep. When I woke up, I was already back home. She still decided to leave, but had left behind a letter for me saying that I was the person she cared for most in this world. She claimed that investigating the Abyss could help more ordinary people protect the people and things they care about. She had obtained some important evidence during her past adventures. If she didn't set off right away, she might miss the perfect opportunity.
Guess Ad Astra Abyssosque isn't just a slogan.
She left a seed in the letter, telling me that if it sprouted and bloomed, then she'd come back no matter what sort of risky situation she was in. She said she looked forward to seeing me all grown up. But strangely, I've tried watering it, feeding it, everything I could think of. But I've never been able to get it to bloom. I even went to ask the Amorta researchers, and they couldn't explain it either.
May I have a look at the plant?
Of course. I was hoping the great Dendro Archon could help me solve this problem.
Let me see.
Huh? We've never seen that look on Nahida's face before.
Oh my. What's wrong? Wait, could it be an expression pleading for help?
She looks a little unwell. Hold on, we'll be right back. What's wrong, Nita? You can't tell what's wrong with...
No, I immediately understood what's happening with that plant. I'm just not sure if I should say it. This plant is not known to the academic world. It's a new species that our teacher managed to cultivate by some special means. Judging by its features, I can tell from the moment it sprouted it'll never be able to bloom.
It can't be.
It means that this Professor Aisha she keeps mentioning might have foreseen the danger and was prepared to never return. From my experience,
Yep, I knew it.
observing
She's
people,
dead.
She would undoubtedly regard this as a brutal revelation. When forced to confront such brutal truths, people may break down into tears, talk nonsense, or lose their tempers. I know she has to face the truth, but at the same time...
Yeah, that's a tricky one. Seems like you've already got a good idea of the feelings she might experience.
I'll tell her.
Wouldn't that mean I'm just pushing it all on you?
What? It's alright. There are all kinds of people, and the examples you observed are
I've
just the
seen
most
many
extreme
situations like this
cases.
before. There's always a way to work through it.
Okay.
Let's go back and tell her.
Huh? It'll never bloom? But how's that possible? If a plant is unable to bloom, doesn't that mean it can't reproduce either? All that's left for it to do is slowly wither away.
It seems like that may be exactly what your teacher intended. She meant to convey a message through the plant's true nature.
Are you saying she never intended to return?
But she meant well. Since the separation was inevitable, she hoped that you would be able to come to grips with such a cruel parting a little later in life.
She really cared about you.
Yeah. Her love, care, and attention to...
I guess she had hoped that you could understand and respect her choice after learning the truth.
I see. Sorry, I don't want to sound ungrateful, but it's just the dreams are so beautiful. Yet reality is heartlessly cold. I really thought she had come back. I had so much to tell her.
I can understand your
These
grief.
dreams may not be as pure and beautiful as they seem. Some kind of power may be exploiting your feelings.
Really?
Yes. So with that in mind, until our investigation is completed, please return to the event and ignore any further temptations from your dreams.
I see. Thank you for rescuing me, and sorry for the trouble. Luckily, the plant didn't get hurt either. Otherwise, I wouldn't have anything left to remember her by.
Thanks, Traveler and Paimon. She seems to have finally accepted the truth, but I think she'll still need a long time to come to terms with her feelings. I saw
Grief
her waver
takes
the moment
time.
you mentioned love. It was almost like a gentle rain, arriving just in time to put out a fire that was about to spread.
It's because people have something called empathy.
Empathy? I see. This is valuable knowledge indeed.
By the way, you said there may be something that's trying to exploit their feelings. Any idea?
Yes. What's common between Ilmon and Katya's cases is that they've both lost someone dear to them. And now, they get to meet the people they cherish in their dreams again. And the people feel more real than anything a regular dream could hope to create. Instead of interpreting it as a result of their longing, I have to consider a more antagonistic explanation. Someone is taking advantage of their longing.
But what would be the motive?
They're just causing these people to dream. What are they after?
This is exactly what we need to investigate. Anyway, I have a bad feeling about all this. I hope things haven't gotten any worse.
quest. Damn. I have a bad feeling about this.
Next on the agenda.
We're back. How's everything here?
Damn it, you can hear the popping.
I am so sorry, Great Dendro Archon. We're still trying to figure out how to explain the whole thing to everyone. Because of your warning, we've brought dreamers here even if they were completely unaware of the danger. But some of them have already fallen asleep, and they haven't woken up for a long time. I fear
Oh,
there's nothing we can
no.
do about it. A moment of dreams is just a small interest group.
Just as I expected. It seems my guess was correct.
It's the Dendro Archon. She's back.
What happened? Why have we been gathered here?
Many of you here have been experiencing some beautiful dreams. But I'm sorry to tell you that based on our investigation, before we learn the truth, please don't try to recreate the scenes in your dreams. Whatever you see, don't be tempted by them.
Huh? But...
I don't think it's a big deal. Aren't we just dreaming? It's not like dreams will have an effect on others.
We've already met 2 people who ran off to the countryside alone and got caught in dangerous situations by falling to the temptations in their dreams.
That's right! These aren't just dreams! It's serious!
Alright, I get it.
so does that mean once we have some conclusive results from the investigation, we can continue to enjoy these dreams?
Yeah, I still want to visit my sister in my dreams.
It will depend on the results of our investigation.
I'm sorry if what I'm about to say sounds a little offensive, Great Dendro Arc. We had a discussion with the folks who just arrived here. In all of our dreams, we were able to reunite with people who were very close to us. They all seemed as if they were alive again, which makes us reluctant.
Yes, that's also what we've observed in our investigation.
So if the results of this investigation would mean an end to those dreams, that'd be quite cruel to us. All of us understand the danger, but perhaps you can't quite understand just how much those people mean to us. I don't think everyone will be on board with the plan to abandon these dreams for good. Before the conclusion of the investigation, they'll at least want to meet the people in their dreams one last time and say goodbye.
We've never had such a difficult situation before.
So they still want to return to their dreams despite knowing the danger?
It's hard to clearly say who's right and who's wrong here. Everyone has their own perspectives.
That's right. Compared with these sweet and beautiful dreams, our warnings of danger are dull and emotionless. It looks like the situation will... The more time we waste, the more people will ignore our warnings and return to their alluring dreams.
So, what should we do?
Seems we have to go into a dream and find out the truth for ourselves. Pedrush, is there anyone here who's experiencing a marvelous dream right now?
Let me think.
Good. Please
This lady refused to heed our warnings and fell asleep here a little earlier.
Time to dive into a
She's
dream.
only asleep and hasn't started sleepwalking. It seems she hasn't sunk too deep into her dream yet.
Do we also need to fall asleep if we want to?
Don't worry about that. I'm Lesser Lord Kusanali after all. Now, don't be nervous. Just close your eyes. Imagine you slowly wash over the shore and sink into the sand.
Hydro. Animo. Electro. Dendro.
What's wrong, Traveler? You look a little disoriented.
Oh no! It seems this whole dream situation is getting to me too.
Really? Paimon didn't notice anything.
That's because you do not have someone you no longer have been there.
Anyway, seems
Fuck.
like we've made it into the dream.
I thought we would arrive at some familiar scene, but we seem to have landed in a completely unfamiliar place.
Whoa. So many giant plants! Even in the sky!
Theoretically, we should have gone straight into Debbie's dream. Anyway, let's see if we can find any lead.
Come on.
No touching.
Illusion shattered.
Are these the dreams of fungi?
Huh? A door? Wonder where it could lead. Well, it's not like we have any other way to go now. Let's go in and have a look.
Ah, finally, Debbie's dream.
Hey, this place looks familiar. Isn't it Puspa Cafe? Oh, Paimon sees Debbie. She's right over there. Looks like we've come to the right place.
These alluring dreams often portray a scene from real life, which concurs with our previous findings.
Really? But what about that space we were in just now?
Maybe it was some kind of hub.
You can't mean this is another collective dream?
Yes. Given that so many people have been experiencing these beautiful dreams, I would say it's very likely that they're interconnected. Compared to an interconnected dream, independent individual dreams would be much harder to manage and manipulate.
Ah, Paimon gets it now. Oh, but there are some other people next to her. Are they dreaming too?
If this space is exclusive to Debbie's dream, then the others beside her are most likely the people she cherishes. Anyway, we should confirm that first.
Huh. How do we do that?
Eavesdrop?
Just leave it to me.
Born of ice and frost.
The coffee here still tastes the same as ever. You two have traveled all around Tibet. Surely you've all tasted better coffee than this.
I suppose so, but no matter how good things may be elsewhere, nothing beats the taste of home.
That's right. It's hard to change your tastes. Anyway, here's to your return home. Welcome back, everyone. Huh. How could they be? Well, I guess it doesn't matter.
Huh? She sounds a little hesitant. I've confirmed that this dream belongs only to Debbie, because I'm unable to hear the thoughts of the other two people with her.
So, this is the power of the Dendro Archon? Paimon, I better watch.
Don't worry. I don't often use my powers like this. It's rather impolite.
But these are strenuous circumstances. So it's kind of necessary.
Alright. I need to get myself ready. It won't be easy to break it to her, but there's no avoiding it now.
The Great Dendroarchon! What brings you here?
I'm sorry to interrupt your celebration, but have you noticed that what's happening here doesn't quite match up with your memories?
I don't quite understand. Great Dendroarchon. What do you mean?
I get it. The Dendroarchon is trying to say that it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Hey, how about a cup of coffee for all of you? My treat. We just returned from a fruitful adventure.
Oh, whoever's doing this is trying to twist our words to benefit them.
Memories.
Think carefully. You of all people should know what really happened to them. Are you sure that meeting here and chatting the day away like this isn't just a product of your own wishful thinking?
Yes. The reports from the Steambird were true. The ship they were on struck a reef and sank. And I never heard from Basima and Gaspar again.
Hey, come on now. What are you talking about, Debbie?
Yeah, trust your memories. Nothing you see here is real.
I get it now. This is a dream. But since it's my dream, it doesn't matter if this is real or not. I enjoy the way things are here. These friends mean the world to me. Nobody else can understand me like they do. There's nothing wrong with continuing this dream.
I'm worried that if you were to continue dreaming like this, the lines between dreams and reality will gradually become too blurred for you. These dreams will always give you what you want, while reality remains full of pain and difficult situations. If you're not careful, you can get hurt.
Don't worry. I still have control. I won't let it go that far.
Are you sure?
Hey, how about we put all this troublesome stuff aside and get back to our coffee and snacks, Whether it's just a dream or real life, you should be happy.
You can't just brush off something like this. We don't even know how you people got here or where you even came from.
Don't push it, Paimon.
Sorry. Paimon didn't mean to upset anyone.
No, it's alright. I understand that you're just trying to look out for me.
It seems that for now, this place is still relatively harmless for you. But I wonder if there's any way to go deeper into the dream.
Huh. Now that you mention it, I once heard a strange voice tell me that there's an entrance here. I'm not interested in checking it out at the moment, but maybe I'll go in and have a look later.
Okay. Thanks for your help. Just as I expected. We're only on the surface of this dream. Let's go.
We're gonna find you, you bitch! What the fuck are you doing? And why are you doing this? We're back with the fungi and the plants.
What are you doing here again? Wait a second. We were just up there. No, down there? Did we go up or down?
We went upside down.
Don't panic. This is how dreams work. We've left Debbie's dream, but the dream is still continuing onward. I'm not sure where it'll lead us. This dream has the ability to create imaginary people, which is why people are so unwilling to wake up.
If it weren't for what we just saw, Paimon might still find that a bit hard to believe.
So what awaits us further in the dream?
I have a guess. If these dreams are connected, then there should be some sort of order to them. The fact that Debbie was able to realize that she was dreaming means that she is not very deep in the dream yet. But the space we're in has been turned upside down. Do you remember the characteristics of dreams that I mentioned earlier?
Oh, right! Dreams are chaotic.
That's right. It's possible that we're heading deeper into this dream now. And the deeper we go, the closer we'll get to the essence of the dream.
Right! So the answers might be waiting.
We should hurry.
Yes. And we should get ready for whatever we may encounter.
It looks like we may need to put something inside there.
What are you? into the next place.
Whoa. When it rains, it seems to disappear slowly.
Yes, and it appears again as soon as the rain stops. It's less like a flower, and more like a dendro slime that's trying to keep out of sight.
Here we go again with Nahita's analogy. Huh? Are we back up here again? Wait. Paimon's confused. Are we up here or down there? Good thing we didn't fall.
Yes, we did. We just fell upwards.
That's not helping, Nahita! Paimon has no clue what's going on anymore.
What? Okay. There you go. We go through. More of this bullshit.
Wait,
Whose dream are we in this
were we
time?
here a little earlier?
This is probably Ilmon's dream.
Huh?
Oh.
Why would he start dreaming again?
Yes, but it seems that the danger isn't enough to...
Based on what we've learned so far, he must be sleeping more deeply for his dreams to appear here.
But fortunately, he already knows us from before, so hopefully we'll be able to wake him up.
Ilmon!
Oh, it's you. Incredible. I didn't know you would appear in my dream, too.
Did you say dream? Wait, so you...
Of course. Such good things rarely happen to me in real life these days. Here, let me introduce everyone. This is Minar, my wife who I mentioned before. And this is our daughter, Hydar.
Hello. It's a great honor to meet the Dendro Archon.
Whoa, Dad! You know the Dendro Archon? That's amazing! And what's this? Is it a new toy?
No, it's Paimon, not a toy! Anyway, now's not the time for that! Nahita, this doesn't...
You're right.
Oh, right! We didn't see him in a moment of dream...
Sorry. I just had to make sure that Hydar could get a chance to see her mother. I had gotten pretty familiar with the hike, so I brought Hydar with me.
I'm sorry you brought your daughter to the place where you almost fell off a cliff? Are you fucking insane?
Yes, I'm glad too. I didn't expect her to grow up so fast. It must have been very hard for him. I regret not being able to fulfill my role as a wife and a mother.
No, don't talk like that. Let's leave all that unhappy stuff behind for now. Even if we're in a dream, it's still a blessing that we've been able to reunite in this way.
Please. Don't bring your daughter to perilous hikes.
What should we do now? Should we tell him the truth?
He already knows the truth.
You can let me break the news. I should be the one to do it. I'm sorry, but I should tell you that your dream did not create us. We are real people with our own consciousness. Like the last time we met, we are still investigating this dream, and we've already learned some things about it.
So you mean there's something nefarious with this dream as well?
Ilmon, what's going on?
It seems the reunion of our...
Huh? Maybe. But in all likelihood, that is indeed how things will end.
Oh, no, Mom, you can't leave.
I'm afraid I don't quite understand what's going on. Don't worry, Hydar. Mom's not going anywhere. Please, don't cry.
Minar doesn't understand any of this. I'm fully aware that this is a dream, so that's why I've never told her the truth, but never mind. It's not like I would know what to say. I mean, I don't get any of the complicated stuff, but
Yes.
Then please, let us enjoy this moment for just a while longer. Regardless of whatever caused this dream to come to pass, I feel extremely grateful to have had the chance to reunite with my family.
Please go back home with your daughter. Do not... Why did you take your daughter back to a place where you almost fell off a goddamn cliff?
But does this dream really have to disappear?
Yes.
I'm afraid so.
You're endangering your daughter
Sorry.
by doing this.
Okay.
You're endangering... It's one thing if you endanger yourself, but you can't endanger your child.
Please, come this way. You can go even deeper into the dream by heading in this direction.
Thank you.
I have heard
Stay
that the further
there.
down you go,
Do not
the more
move.
pleasant the dreams become. And the more you want to stay. The answer you're looking for may also be found there. Go ahead.
Thank you for helping us. And I'm truly sorry.
You're welcome. It's not like I have any say in the matter. I'll be right behind you. I should at least let Minar and Haidar know what's going on. Otherwise, my daughter might be mad at her mother after we wake up.
We're not doing something bad, are we, Nahida?
That's
That
what this
depends on how you
thing
define good
wants
and
us
bad.
It wants us to turn back.
It's the same place again. This place is almost like a flight of stairs that connects all the dreams together.
But they appear to be getting more and more aggressive. Regular stairs wouldn't try to attack us.
Let's recap what we've learned so far.
Right. Something seems to be off about our theory. Ilman is clearly aware that he's dreaming, and he's enjoying it. Rather than dreaming on a deeper level, he almost seemed more awake.
I believe we're on the right track. But it's not that the dreams are getting deeper. It's the owner's attachment to the dreams that's getting stronger. But you would never mistake dreams for real life, right?
Of course not.
Sometimes, Paimon almost wishes her dreams could be real. But it's just a quick thought. It's not long before Paimon's thinking about other things. Like
Of
sticky
course,
Cheerios.
Paimon's thinking about her stomach.
Listen, we're real beings living in the real world, and that's where our focus should be. This also
Names are
explains the
important.
insubstantiality of our dreams. No matter what they may become, we don't really care. But if we decide to abandon reality and embrace our dreams, then our dreams would become far more substantial.
Yeah, but that's not necessarily a good thing.
Oh, wait! Paimon's starting to get it now!
Your mind will begin to build the dream far more attentively, which in turn will make it feel more real. Do you remember how the Akasha can turn dreams into jnana energy? Constructing a realistic dream consumes a similar energy.
That means there's another dream out there that's responsible for this.
Does that mean there's a host of these dreams here like Milu during the Sabzeruz festival? If we wake that person up, this collective dream will end, right?
Mm-hmm. Most likely. But the collective dream in Sumeru City was created by the Akasha, and now the Akasha has been turned off. This has nothing to do with the Aranara, and humans are not capable of creating a collective dream, which means...
The host has something to do with the Akasha.
So, did someone manage to restart the Akasha?
That's impossible. But they are probably a scholar of the academia who had a close connection with the Akasha. Even so, how did they manage to do it? And how did they choose the host? Yeah,
Let's keep
we
moving.
haven't gotten to the end yet. Once we know their motive, all the questions will resolve themselves.
Start.
Allow
into the void. Home sweet home.
Blaze over. No touching.
You know, sometimes I wish I could stay in that pleasant void. It is very...
We're way behind schedule.
It's very much like home. Ah, look at this. Unfortunately, we have a place to go.
Turned into rain. Then let's get through here before the water level rises.
We finally made it! The destination is right ahead!
Ah, these are brief. But they're great. Because unfortunately, we cannot stay in the void. We must move forward. This is Sumeru City.
It's just new to Paimon in this dream.
This should be the final destination.
Huh? Really?
It's more ordinary than I imagined.
These are just ordinary city streets.
I have powers related to dreams, so it's usually easy for me to tell who's dreaming and who's created by dreams. I guess only those who have thoroughly accepted this dream will be able to come here.
There are so many people here.
Don't worry, I have a way.
All of these people are people stuck in a dream because they've accepted it.
Shadia has such good taste. I can never go wrong with her opinion.
No, it doesn't seem to be her.
Lisa's always so calm. I wish I were the same.
He's just in an ordinary dream, so it shouldn't be him.
Who doesn't want a dream to last forever?
He's just entered the dream recently. It's definitely not him. However...
Sometimes I wish Rakesh could be more assertive, but I guess I'm also happy enough with the way things are.
No, it's not her, unfortunately.
Oh, you. It's you!
You know, I've heard that plants grow better if you play music for them. And on that note, it's been a while since I last heard you play.
Sorry, I've been a little busy these last couple days.
It's him!
Oh, the Dendro Archon. What a pleasant surprise.
Hmm? Oh, welcome, Great Dendro Archon. And your companions, too. Welcome. I'm Amira. I run the flower shop here. And this is my husband, Moses.
Yes, how may we help you?
You already know all about me. There's no need for all the pleasantry. Perhaps I should call you the dream's owner?
As expected of the Dendro Archon. I'm sorry, Amira. It seems my research has attracted the Dendro Archon's attention. Why don't you go back to the flower shop? I'll come help you a little later.
Okay, of course, dear. I'll see you later.
What research? You're doing bad things again!
It appears that I was too naive
Oh,
to
I'm
think I
sorry,
could deceive
baby.
the Dendro Archon in person like this. To avoid looking like too much of a fool, allow me to ask the first question. How well would you say you understand this dream?
This dream was built by the Akasha, and it has the power to create imaginary people who no longer exist in the real world. As for you, you found a unique way to become the owner of this dream, going so far as to have even given up the ability to wake up again.
Given up the ability to wake up?
Impressive. You truly are the embodiment of
I'm
wisdom.
sorry, what? This guy is in a coma?
Please, tell me how you were able to arrive at such a conclusion. In return, I'll answer the question you're most curious about.
It's simple. Apart from you, this space only consists of real people who are dreaming and imaginary people who are created here. Although you are here and appear no different from the others, I can't sense your dream. How can I wake up a person who's already awake?
Fascinating.
Since you're the fully awake owner of this dream, it can never collapse from you waking up. Theoretically, this should also give you absolute control over this place. I have to admit, it really doesn't get much better than that. But even knowing all of that, one question remains. How did you do it?
Isn't the answer right in front of you, great Dendro Archon? It's because I've dedicated my entire reality to this dream. I uploaded my entire consciousness into the Akasha when it was still running.
You what? That's insane.
Actually, this all started because of an accident. My original goal was not about the Akasha or a collective dream.
The fuck was it about then?
No. You were motivated above all to create a hyper-realistic person. The desire to reconnect with a real loved one is the one shared sentiment between all our dreamers.
That's right. However, human models are too complicated. Only the Akasha has a jnana energy supply powerful enough for me to generate and sustain my models. The Akasha is truly magnificent. If I siphoned a minuscule amount of its energy, nobody would even notice. And even this minuscule amount of energy was already more than enough for my purposes. Even using just crude methods, I was still able to train a fairly realistic person. I named my first work Amira.
Huh? You mean the girl we just saw?
She and I entered the academia on the same day. Starting with admission procedures, we bumped into each other 6 times on just that first day. And because of that one day, we eventually went on to fall in love. We studied, conducted research, and made breakthroughs together. Our rhythm was always in step. I felt like we were 2 separate bodies that shared the same heart. However, Elazar later took her from me.
So you're gathering others like you.
Yes. I need more training samples to perfect Amira's personality. I found their details in the Akasha's database. Using the pretext of testing for mental health disorders, I implanted signaling devices in their bodies.
I'm sorry, what?
This way I could connect them to a network, and Amira could feel their yearning. Little by little, they helped her to grow and develop a warm, human personality. To improve my efficiency and allow myself to focus on nothing but my research, I uploaded my consciousness as well, and became a part of the network.
So, technically speaking, it's not that you won't wake up, it's that
you can't wake up.
Yes, because the Akasha was suddenly turned off, I lost all of my jnana energy. I became imprisoned in the very network I had constructed. At first, I panicked. But, after coming to grips with the situation, I realized that I could restart this world as long as I could find a replacement source of jnana energy.
That means everyone in the network is providing you with jnana energy!
That's all there really is to it. I don't think I'm doing anything wrong. I'm just saving them as well as myself. I provide a beautiful dream, and in return, I harvest their jnana energy as fuel for the dream. They can wake up anytime they wish. People need to sleep anyway, so why not have some beautiful dreams while they rest?
I agree. This is the home we spent a great deal of effort on to build for ourselves.
Because it'll make you never want to wake up. Dreams are great, but they're dangerous if you... With everything needs to be in moderation.
Yeah, she's right. We're staying here of our own free will.
I don't understand this at all, but I just want to spend some more time with my family.
Thank you, dear. Great Dendro Archon.
You don't need to gather around here. It's all right. The Great Dendro Archon is nothing if not kind and considerate towards her people. She won't interfere with what we're doing here.
Uh-oh, now he's playing dirty.
He used the imaginary people he created to influence the real people. You turn the real dreamers against
It
us.
seems like I won't need you to answer my last question. You're willing to tell me all your secrets because you have nothing to fear. If you use real people as your weapon and turn them against their Archon, then there's nothing the Archon can do.
They just want to be with the people they cherish. I don't think there's anything wrong with me providing them with that opportunity. They don't wish to eternally part with their spouses and friends. What's so wrong about that? If you understood humans a little better, or had also experienced firsthand the absolute devastation of loss, then perhaps you wouldn't be so cold towards us.
She's not cold at all.
If you had used your talents and determination for a just cause, you could have become a sage of the new generation. Unfortunately, you've committed one of the 6 cardinal sins of the Academia by attempting the forbidden and fearing none. You equated people's feelings with cold Nyana energy and deprived them of the pain that they have to face. You lured them into these dreams, and even now, remain completely unaware of how evil all of this truly is.
Pain? Luring? Those kinds of things haven't existed here from the moment this world was created.
She's right here. This is Ilmon's child, Haidar.
Huh? My daughter? What's wrong with her?
This dream relies on a set network, which means that only those with devices planted in their bodies can enter this world. Carefully think back and retrace your steps.
I secretly went back to the mountainside with Haidar. Minar was already... you mean... she isn't actually the real Haidar?
No, because unlike you, she can't enter this dream. The moment you came into this dream, it created a Haidar to realize your wish of reuniting with your family. So, tell me, where's the real Haidar?
She's still out there on the mountainside.
That's right.
Awake, afraid, and alone.
Not in his right mind. Not to mention the monsters in that area. The situation is very dangerous.
If Haidar's still out there, then...
What are you talking about, Dad? I don't understand.
I must wake up right now. I can't leave her there alone.
Oh.
It seems the others have also remembered something. People try to avoid pain and stay in their perceived bubbles of safety out of an instinct to protect themselves. This is human nature, but it is also one of their weaknesses. However, why are there still so many people striving to move forward, even when they know the path ahead is dangerous and painful? It's because people don't only live for themselves. They have families, loved ones, friends, and communities. They have dreams that they are still trying to achieve. But in this dream, you showed them only the most comfortable and soothing things. This entire world has been built on the foundation of buried and unseen pain. It's all just a well-devised scam.
It seems like I've stayed in the dream for too long.
I still have so many things I haven't done.
Huh. I thought gods didn't understand humans. That would have explained why they created such a flawed world where countless tragedies took place. I didn't expect you to arrive at the answer through sheer power of observation. But unfortunately, it means nothing now. If you wanted to spend a little time in the waking world, go right ahead. In any case, I wanted to spend some time alone with Amira. As long as this dream continues to exist, you'll come back. Humans aren't as strong as you think. And even if you're a god, they won't always listen to you. It's time to purge all the extraneous data and noise.
Monsters, be careful! All of you, please get out of here and find somewhere safe.
I am the master of this dream. I can create endless waves of monsters with the snap of a finger. Don't worry, they'll wake up before they get hurt. Amira doesn't like to see others in pain. If you know what's good for you, leave now!
Hold the line! Turn, bring refuge! Let's move out.
You're Can't generate these things forever.
This is long overdue. Access
You'll
denied.
run out of energy without people sleeping. The dream will come to an end. Dumbass.
You haven't won just yet.
This dream is mine! If I go into hiding here, not even an Archon can ever find me. And as long as people yearn for happiness, they will return here and rebuild this paradise!
Hey, stop! What's that? This dream is spiraling out of control and is collapsing now.
Oh no. Amira. Amira. Amira! Amira, are you alright?
I don't feel well.
No, no, no! Please, no!
Congratulations, you created the Hypochondria disaster. Dumbass.
Get away from there! Don't ruin my flowers!
What should I do? Where did it go?
Left because he doesn't want you anymore.
Allow me.
For Rex Lapis.
Who am I? I'm...
Glad that's over. But what happened just now?
He's not very proficient in using the Akasha's technology, and he spent a lot of Nyana energy creating monsters. Now the system is out of control. All the people he created also turned into monsters. It's terrible, even for a dream.
Even Paimon's freaked out. Paimon can't imagine what...
The good news is that the chaos seems to... Now we only need to wake up the people here and let them return to their real lives.
Amira. My dear Amira. They're all gone. It was just a big dream after all. I couldn't change my fate. And my knowledge turned out to be useless. What a cruel world.
Do you still think this is our fault?
I don't care about that anymore. The Nyana energy used to sustain this dream has all been transformed into monsters. This dream will soon collapse and my consciousness along with it. Let me disappear with Amira. I'd rather turn into dust than...
It seems that everything that's happened is too much for him. He's lost all hope.
I want to say that he's only getting what he deserves, but I can't help but also feel sorry for him.
I think seeing Amira turn into a monster was punishment enough for him. After comprehending the hollowness of the unreal, it's time to revisit the meaning of existence.
Existence? I'm different from the others. I've long given up everything outside of my consciousness.
Using my knowledge of the Akasha, I have a way to extract your consciousness from here and put it inside a knowledge capsule. The academia has probably kept your body, so you should be able to wake up soon.
No need. Just let me disappear.
This isn't compassion. I won't let you escape your punishment by simply disappearing.
Yeah,
As
bitch.
for your life after that, it'll be up to you how you want to exist. Alright, Traveler and Paimon. We should go back. We can finally wrap up this whole thing.
Great.
What's wrong, Nahida?
Oh, nothing. Let's tell the people here to gather at a moment of dreams after they wake
What
up.
was that? Hydro. Bunch of other elements.
Great. You're awake! Everybody has started to wake up, and we've heard similar reports from the looks of it. You were able to successfully resolve the issue.
Yes, though it took us a good deal of effort. There will be many people gathering here shortly, so please do your best to maintain order. I need to go to the academia with them now, but we'll be back soon.
Time to go wake up that asshole so he can't escape into...
Yes.
So he can't escape from reality.
Wake up after his consciousness returns to his body.
Continuing to exist is punishment enough. And he's not getting out of it.
Oh, it's the great Dendro Archon. How can I help you?
I would like to check the registration records of a Kashara War scholar. He should...
Okay, just a... Sorry to keep you waiting, Dendro Archon. We have confirmed that there's a scholar named Bainun. He hasn't regained consciousness yet.
Huh? I guess he didn't want to be recognized or bothered by anyone. Please, give the knowledge stored in this to the Matra and ask them to import it into Bainuni's...
Understood. But for safety reasons, I need to know why.
It's simple. This contains his consciousness. It's long been trapped inside of a dream. He's committed an act that affected the safety of Sumeru. After he wakes up, I'll inform the General Mahamatra of all the details.
I see. I'll take care of this right away. Thank you, great Dendro Archon.
No problem. Alright. Everyone should have gathered at a moment of dreams by now. Let's head
Just
back.
a picture of an owl just taking him by his shoulders saying, "Wake the fuck up! You don't get to dream this away." Wee. Boop.
Let's be quiet and just listen in.
As I spear everyone with arrows.
Hello, all of you who have just woken up. I'm sorry for interrupting your beautiful dreams. I may have acted a little cold when handling things in the dream. I sincerely apologize for that. Dreams have amazing power. They inspire us to remain resolute in the face of adversity and help those with aspirations achieve their desires. But dreams also have the potential to exploit people, confuse the senses, and distort the truth. Unfortunately, you are all chosen as prey for an elaborate scheme. As I've said before, I am still learning and cannot fully empathize with the pain of all the loss you've experienced. But just take a good look around you, and you'll see many other people who have had similar experiences. You should be proud that you've been able to gather here and look toward the future together. The path of life is long, and it's hard for us to see the destination. This leads us to ask a lot of difficult questions. What's the meaning of life? What's the purpose of my existence? Why do I keep experiencing pain and... Of course, the most comfortable choice is to stop progressing. Give up thinking, and just keep repeating whatever you're already familiar with. Whenever you have such thoughts, just look at the people and things around you. Some people work hard all day so that their families can have a hot meal on the table. Some people travel all over the world in order to create art that resonates with all of Teyvat. Some venture in search of the world's secrets to prevent rapidly approaching, yet still unknown, world-shattering catastrophes. Life is not just about yourself. Each and every one of your actions shapes you and the world around you.
My cat is sleeping on my foot.
Look, friends and family will remember what you've done, and even some people you've never met may benefit from your actions. Therefore, many people will strive forward to forge new paths, even if they have to endure great pain to do so.
Yeah.
Once you begin your journey on that same difficult yet rewarding path, you'll come to know the answers to those big existential questions. Yet they will no longer feel as life-defining as they did before. But if you were to believe that life is nothing but an empty, ephemeral dream, then that's also the only thing it'll ever become. You are free to choose how you want to live your lives, but as your Archon, I should first make this information known to everyone. In the end, it's up to you whether you want to embrace a beautiful dream at the cost of your real life.
Nahida
Oh my
said
God.
she wanted to speak with us alone. It seems like she went to the plaza in front of the academia.
Fragmented testimony. Alright. God damn it. Sick and tired of being pulled this way and that from the fucking quests, and they don't even let me choose which quest I want to embark on.
Hey there, excuse us, but is Sino at the academia?
You two look familiar. Are you friends of Mahamatra Sino? I'm afraid he's out on a mission right now. But if you'd like, I can pass whatever message you might have on to him.
We ran into this guy by the gates, and he seems really eager to speak with Amatra. It sounds like something urgent.
Oh? If you don't mind... Siraj. That name sounds familiar. Isn't he a Vahumana researcher?
Vahumana researcher?
Yes, one of their most renowned, in fact. I hear he's as daring as he is intelligent. There are rumors he'll become Vahumana's next sage. But please continue, good sir. What about Siraj?
I want to report him for conducting a dangerous experiment. He kidnapped me, tied me up, and took me to that horrible cave. I ran as fast as I could, a little slower, and he would have caught me.
There's no rush. Please, take your time. What kind of experiments was he conducting? Where is this cave?
I don't remember.
Huh?
All I remember is Siraj walking towards me, and then my head started feeling weird. It's like a nightmare that I can't recall. I just know that that place is dangerous, and that they must be stopped. Oh, I heard they conduct business in the tavern.
Even if what you say is... All right. I'll have some of my colleagues look into Siraj. But before that, I would like to administer the Matra lie detector test.
You think I'm lost?
Please don't take it the wrong way. This is just standard protocol. Sorry, but can you two wait out here a little while?
You waited somewhat longer than expected. Oh, I'll hate them.
Huh? I'll hate them?
Let me bring you up to speed. First things first, Ilyas passed the lie detector test. This indicates that what he said is highly credible. As such, we've decided to launch an investigation based on the leads he provided. Per protocol, this matter was reported to Acting Grand Sage Al-Haytham. After hearing about it, he left a message for Mahamatra Sino and then asked to join the investigation.
Huh. It's kinda weird for you to be working with the Matra. Is there a special reason?
You're overthinking things. My interest was piqued is all.
Really? I'm surprised you have this much free time. In that case, let's join in as well, shall we, Trip?
It's already against protocol for Acting Grand Sage Al-Haytham to participate in this investigation. As for you two... Oh, never mind. After all, you were the ones who brought Ilyas here. I'll allow you to accompany us, but you have to promise to keep everything confidential.
Don't you worry. Our lips are sealed.
My lips are sealed. Paimon, you could probably get talking with some food.
Alright, in that case, I'll fill you in on what we know so far. Ilyas claimed that Siraj will be conducting some business with a Kasharawar researcher at the tavern. This is one of his few clear memories. It seems he stumbled upon this information while escaping. Incidentally, Siraj isn't at the academia right now. He applied for long-term off-site research 1 month ago. It's close to the time that Ilyas had given. So we've decided to head to the tavern and investigate any suspicious persons.
That's right. Arav, prepare to head out. You two, do as you will.
Oh, come on!
Next on the agenda.
We're here, Acting Grand Sage Al-Haytham. Acting Grand Sage Al...
Looks like you haven't read any memos lately. The new Academia decree clearly states that even a sage doesn't have the authority to interfere with the Matra's actions during an ongoing investigation. If your superior were here, he wouldn't be asking me what to do. Instead, he'd be telling me to stay out of the way.
You're right. Understood. Then please wait here. Ilyas, please stay here. Acting Grand Sage Al-Haytham?
Sure. Though I'd rather he just protect himself.
We've established from him being kidnapped that he cannot. Oh, hey, then where are you going?
Same as ever. Casually ignoring people just...
Answering a simplistic question only enables the questioner. Besides, I need him to understand my position clearly. Arav has just as many doubts about my coming along as you do. But unlike you two, he's making this matter more complicated than it is, with his considerations like the acting Grand Sage is trying to seize the Matra's powers. That question was obviously bait. The Matra were once under the influence of the sages, and so were often subject to these bureaucratic traps. The test was strictly unnecessary, though. I hope that our exchange will assure him that I won't interfere with their work this time.
Why is this so complicated?
This is why I was against becoming the acting Grand Sage from the very first. Titles and rank inevitably make a lot of things more troublesome than usual.
I fucking knew it. You don't want to be the Grand Sage because it's inconvenient.
Excuse me, Acting Grand Sage Al-Haytham. I've had a question on my mind, and I need to know the answer no matter what.
No. I have no recollection of ever meeting you.
Haha, I thought so too. I probably wouldn't have had anything to do with someone of...
Then why did you...
Well, for some reason I felt a sense of familiarity when I met you for the first time.
Really? A misperception, perhaps.
Acting Grand Sage Al-Haytham, we've apprehended a suspect.
Siraj?
No, it's the Kasharawar researcher who has dealings with him. His name is Narendra.
Acting Sage Al-Haytham? Wait, can someone please explain what's going on? I admit that I did steal some mechanical components from the lab and sell them, but does something like that really warrant the personal interest of the Acting Grand Sage? What have I gotten myself into? I know I let greed get the best of me, but...
I would like to ask him if you...
Of course.
Do you know Siraj?
Yeah, that's the name of my buyer. He asked to make the transaction at the tavern, but he never showed up.
What were the details of this transaction?
He's doing some kind of experiment that seems to require many power generators and electrical components that can only be found in our project. He contacted me in private and said that he'd pay a large sum of Mora if I was willing to put some aside for him, under the pretense of them being defective parts. We had originally agreed to meet at the tavern earlier today to do the trade. I sure didn't expect to get stood up, or run into you all.
Perhaps Siraj was aware that Ilyas might leak information, so he intentionally didn't show up. Whatever the case, it seems that the good news is, regardless of what Siraj was planning, his progress will now be severely hindered by a lack of power generators and electrical components. We still have time to conduct our investigation. Do you have any more questions for the suspect?
No. He's all yours. But I'd like to borrow Ilyas for a while.
Oh, that's fine. We conducted a comprehensive lie detection exam, which showed that he has a genuine case of amnesia. We're not planning to pursue any further breakthroughs on that front. However, I am curious, what do you need him for exactly?
I've read some papers regarding amnesia, and I'd like to try restoring his memories.
I see. We'll be returning to the academia then.
Follow me.
Siraj didn't show up at the tavern, and Narendra didn't give us any leads. Ugh, that means we're stuck. Oh, hey, Thumb. Are you serious about seeing things through? Paimon's pretty surprised that you're this interested in the case.
I thought you would have guessed the reason by now.
Huh?
Yes, we were classmates.
Oh, so that's why you asked to come along when Arav briefed you on the situation. So you're not here because you're interested in the case itself, but because...
You couldn't be further from the truth, but I wasn't expecting much from you to begin with. For the time being, all you need to know is that we were once classmates. I became the scribe afterwards while he continued his academic endeavors. He submitted a thesis 1 year ago, and the Grand Sage at the time asked for my opinion. I did not approve of it because it committed one of the 6 cardinal sins by touching upon human evolution.
Ah, so he's doing that research.
From violating matters regarding human evolution to attempting the forbidden and fearing none, the 6 cardinal sins are the origin of all evil in this world. They are also what the sages use as a reference when formulating or amending the rules of the academia. My opinion was that Siraj's research was both overly naive and in violation of various core principles. The Grand Sage took some of my suggestions on board and ultimately decided to reject the application.
So that's why he's buying energy sources.
He's most likely trying to circumvent the rules and conduct his experiment in secret.
That sounds super suspicious. Oh, we gotta stop him. Ilyas, can you try to remember things again? Maybe something new will pop up.
I'm sorry, but I've already tried many times. And no matter how hard I try, it feels like everything in my mind is shrouded in a thick mist.
It is possible for a person to subconsciously forget some of their memories as a defense mechanism against extreme stress. However, these memories aren't truly lost, but merely sealed away. Now, try to recall things you care about. They don't need to be related to this case.
Actually, I feel like I've forgotten more than just the memories of the time I was kidnapped and experimented on. The kind of person I am, the things I've done, I can remember some things, but I can't recall some others no matter how hard I try. But I do vaguely remember that there are 2 things that I have to do no matter what.
Do tell.
The first is to get my paycheck from the academia and give it to my younger sister in Gandharvaville. I'm not sure about the details, but it seems that I would send money to my younger sister every month to pay for family expenses.
And the second thing? What's...
I can't remember.
Not unexpected. However, you're the only one who has seen Siraj and knows the exact location of his cave at present. As such...
Losing your memories must be really painful. But don't you worry, we'll help you get them all back.
Oh, thank you so much. I have so few memories that I don't even have a clear idea of who I am. And my head's always ringing. It feels like I could faint at any moment. But amidst all that, it also feels like I've been set free somehow. Nevertheless, I have you all to thank for Now, I do remember that I worked part-time at a place in the academia called the Research Preparation Center. That's also where I got my monthly paycheck.
I see. In that case, let's go and find whoever's in charge there.
How much do we got? Not a lot. It's because we can never finish these fucking quests because it's making us do all of them at the same time. The moment I get close to almost doing one of them. Yeah. The moment I'm about to actually do one of them, it fucking decides, yeah, actually you need to do this quest now. And you realize you've got bigger legs. Longer legs. Shit. We must find the books that we can take. What is that? Anyway.
Oh, Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham. I've sent this
I did. Recent research expenses have decreased quite a bit compared to past figures.
Yes, though that is primarily because there are fewer scholars with research needs. But that can be a rather convoluted...
I believe you know this individual. His name is Ilyas. He worked part-time here, and he's here for his paycheck.
Oh, yes, of course. Though, Ilyas, where have you been these past few days? That was our busy period, but then you disappeared without a word. Everyone had to pick up the slack.
He got
I'm
kidnapped.
Sorry, something unexpected came up. But I know I've caused trouble for everyone. Is there...
The other researchers have more or less finished your share of the work. However, do you remember Chandra? You were in charge of following up on his off-site research application. He retracted his application a few days ago and canceled his off-site project. He's the 12th person to retract a research application this month. I'd like you to ask him why he did that. Chandra is probably having...
Understood. Then,
I'll pay you in full once you return. However, make sure you don't disappear without saying anything again. Be considerate to your colleagues and give them some forewarning at least.
I mean, he got kidnapped. Bro got kidnapped.
Is this acceptable, Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham?
I have no objections.
Primogems. Ha! I knew I was missing one. Off we go.
Elias? Long time no see. What can I do for you?
I heard that you canceled your research project.
Oh, that. It's really nothing special. I just don't. I'm not the only one who canceled, right? I mean, people have had no motivation to conduct research.
No motivation to conduct
Yeah. Say, who might you be?
Oh, don't.
Well, with the downfall of the Sages not long ago, many of the projects that they led were put on hold while they were being investigated. With the situation being so volatile, people are picking up random things to do to kill time. No one wants to risk starting any new research until it's clear how things will pan out in the future.
When you say how things will pan out, you actually mean what the new Sages would have interest in.
Wow, talk about blunt. But that isn't the only reason for the lack of motivation to start new research.
So what are the other reasons?
Well, because the Akasha terminal shut down. I'm sure you're all aware that we require all kinds of knowledge to perform any of the research we do. Back then, the Akasha would respond to any of our requests for the knowledge we needed. It was beyond convenient. We didn't have to spend an extended amount of time studying, so we were able to immediately run various tests and experiments.
I see.
They became over-reliant on the Akasha and didn't bother to study.
You get it, right? After having had a taste of something so amazing, there are only a handful of people at the academia who are starting new projects or performing research. Most people are like me, waiting for a recognized researcher to start a project before immediately applying to join. Although our names will be further down in the paper, we'll have a much easier time. We don't have to do most of the mental heavy lifting. All we have to do is focus on our assigned tasks.
Ilias? What's wrong?
My head. It hurts. I remember now. I remember what Siraj... You will become Siraj number 36. Fuse yourself with a consciousness under my control. Think only in accordance with a set module. Like a worker bee in a beehive.
Paimon doesn't get it. What does that even mean?
It's what Siraj was researching and the topic of the thesis he had submitted. Collective consciousness and the path of evolution.
Great.
Siraj believed that by achieving 3 objectives, he could create a collective consciousness in human society and drive humans toward their ultimate evolution. First, he would rank test subjects in descending order of ability, with number 1 serving as the Overmind. This Overmind would then divide tasks into numerous modules and delegate them to the collective's members, based on their assigned number and the Lastly, this system must support the rapid exchange of information within the collective. Or even better, allow its members to share their memories and emotions.
Paimon still doesn't get it.
Think of it as linking many minds together and tailoring a given mind's assigned work based on its compatibility. Eventually, everyone's minds will be consolidated into a new form of existence that is both an individual and an organization. Siraj believes this collective consciousness is superior to individual humans.
Really?
Whoa. Squishing a whole bunch of people together? Paimon thinks that sounds horrible.
It's just as Alhaitham said. Siraj gave all the test subjects different numbers. Bigger numbers meant you had a lower rank, so your assigned tasks were less complex, such as being responsible for everyone's basic needs. Smaller numbers were ranked higher, so you'd be given more complex assignments like planning for the future. Siraj referred to me as number 36, and I think that was a low-ranking number. I also recall that Siraj said his plan was proceeding very quickly, and that the hive would soon be complete.
Oh no, then we gotta hurry!
I tried my best, but that's all I can remember. I still can't recall where the cave is. I'm really sorry.
Take your time. You'll eventually remember it all. However, something doesn't seem...
What's off?
You were only designated as number 36? What a shame. From what I can see, your talents merit a smaller number.
I'm not sure what Siraj's numbering system is based on. Anyway, we're done here. Let's go.
Of course you had to throw shade. This is Alhaitham we're talking about.
Please, wait. I heard you all talking about Siraj just now.
Huh?
Well, Siraj is pretty popular as of late. I heard he's gained recognition from a lot of well-known researchers. There are many who would give up everything to be a part of his research team. I'm nothing special, though, so I doubt I'd... That said, I do know a researcher who received an invitation from Siraj but declined it. Her name is Janaki. If you're interested, you can try to find her. She's usually reading at the pavilion in the garden.
Hi.
Are you Janaki? We'd like to ask you a couple of things about Siraj.
Ilyas?
Do you know me? I'm sorry.
Are you playing dumb with me?
No, I'm not. I actually have amnesia, so I've lost a lot of my memory.
And? Are you trying to say that I should forgive you just because you've forgotten what you've done? Or are you using the acting grand sage as backup to settle...
That's enough. There seems to be a dispute between the two of you, but I have no interest in that. I heard that Siraj once invited you to join his project. Is that true?
So, what if Siraj did extend an invitation to me, and I was also interested in his project? I think it was about collective consciousness or something. Anyway, he said that I could be number 45. I refused because I thought that rank was too low. No one wants to be placed at the bottom. Certainly not me.
Ilyas is number 36, and Janaki was supposed to be number 45. Ugh, just how many people did Siraj have his eyes on?
Tell me, did Siraj tell...
Yeah. Remember how the sages took advantage of the Akasha and extracted Yana energy from our heads back then? They left a document that records the amount of Yana energy that the Akasha had extracted from each I don't know how Siraj got his hands on that document, but he used it as the basis for his numbering system.
I see. He believes that this data can be used to evaluate...
Putting aside the validity of the data, it is meaningless to judge individuals based solely on their Jnana energy.
At most,
Alright, be right back.
Jnana energy can only be seen as representing a portion of a person's abilities. Humans are complicated beings, so it is impossible to evaluate them using a single criterion.
See? I knew I couldn't have only been ranked as 45.
What else do you know about Siraj?
That's it. He came to me, I refused, and that was the end of it. Is there anything else you needed? If not, I'm out of here. I've had enough of this eyesore.
Please, wait. I still want to know what I did in the past.
You really forgot?
I swear, I don't remember anything.
Paimon can vouch for him. The mantra also said that he truly lost his memories.
I see. You know what? It's better this way. I get angry just thinking about it, so I really don't have the patience to fill you in. All you need to know is that you got a lot of people in trouble back then, including me. That's all I have to say. Goodbye.
And she's gone. She doesn't seem to like you very much. Do you really not remember anything?
I really don't. But after she said that, I've had this heavy feeling in my chest. I guess...
Fuck, I was getting yogurt.
Did something really horrible.
And we had
Do you want to remember?
inner thoughts that I did not see. Well, at least I'm recording this so I can look back at this later.
Huh?
Even though you're a witness against Siraj in this case, you've also lost your memory. No one can force you to remember if you don't want to. Even if you manage to remember, all you would need to do is feign ignorance and tell us that you tried the best you could, but to no avail.
I'm not sure what to do. Like I said before, for some reason I felt a sense of freedom when I realized I had lost my memories. But I feel like I shouldn't be allowed to go free so easily. I still want to remember everything. What should I do?
I can look up your file. Something that caused trouble for a lot of people in the past must be on file somewhere. Would you like me to look into it?
Yes, please.
All right. Then let's return to the House of Dana. We've spent enough time here, and you should go and get your paycheck.
This place is like running through a rabbit warren. Stretched out, convoluted, and complicated.
Let's split up for now. Ilyas, you go and get your paycheck. The rest of you, come to the archives with me. We'll meet back here later and then head over to...
Okay. Thank you all.
Relax, Ilyas.
That's true. I'm ready. No matter what I've done, I'll also try my best to remember...
I'm holding you to that. See you later.
We going up?
Okay. The important files from the last few years should all be here.
I mean, that's not it. I don't think that's it either. Hmm.
What's wrong?
Nothing. Anyway, I found Ilyas's file. Let's meet downstairs.
And let me guess, Ilyas will be gone and kidnapped again?
What have I done?
This file
Oh, no,
indicates
he's
that
back.
you were once commended by the Academia for your courage and sense of justice. You were...
Huh? Me?
Yes. Your instructor was engaging in academic fraud, and you were the one who reported him. Your report was found to be true after a series of investigations, and your instructor was brought to justice by the Matra. This incident caused quite the commotion, and the Academia sent you a commendation. What is it? Are any memories coming back to you?
No, it's just... my head feels like it's being ripped apart. Did I seriously do that?
Let's put this matter aside for now. It isn't directly related to Siraj, so there's no need...
I'm sorry. That should have been something good to hear, but my body is instinctively rejecting it. I feel like I'll black out if I try to remember.
Take it slow. Recovering memories is no easy task, especially when it involves memories that you don't want to remember.
Yeah.
Just do what you think is right.
Thank you. I'm not sure how you're so calm and composed all the time, but it does make me feel more confident about the situation I'm in.
Let's head to Gandharvaville and deliver Ilyas's paycheck to his sister.
Why did it activate? We didn't lose or gain HP. Oh, wait, we gained HP because we're next to the fucking statue. Right.
We should be close. Let me think. It should be this way.
Ilyas, what are you doing back here?
Dad, it's nothing. I was just wondering how everyone was doing.
You sure everything's okay? Did they bully you again? It's all right. You can tell us.
Ilyas, what's wrong?
I'm fine. Just a minor headache. I haven't been getting much rest lately.
Back then, I told you not to be a hero. Look how things turned out. I can't imagine how things are going for you at the Academia. We've even been receiving threat letters.
You don't have to force yourself to stay at the Academia. You can always come back home.
I'm all right. I just need a little rest.
Ilyas doesn't seem like he wants them to know that he has amnesia.
He doesn't want his family to worry.
Hey! That's enough, you two. Ilyas isn't feeling well. You can keep nagging him once we get home. Ilyas, let's find somewhere to talk. So...
It's much better now. Oh, here. It's this month.
Same old, same old. It's just that everyone's worried about you. Don't mind their nagging. deep down, they know that you did the right thing. It's just that after hearing a lot of bad rumors about you and seeing all the threatening letters, well, their mom and dad. Maybe they just want you to conform a bit.
Conform.
Yeah. You don't remember? After the incident, you... Ilyas? What's wrong?
Ah, I see. I remember.
You're acting a little weird today, you know? Anyway, I understand. I don't care if you're a hero or not.
Your understanding is a great comfort to him.
Is it? That's good.
More so these two. My name is Al-Haytham, and this is the Traveler in Paimon.
Oh, that rings a bell. At any rate, I feel more at ease knowing that my brother has friends. Would you like to join us for dinner? I just happened to buy some extra food.
Sorry, but I still have things I need to take care of.
Well, that's a shame. Okay, I'll get going then.
Don't worry. I won't do anything to make you guys worry again.
You remember now?
Yes. Thanks for that. You know, you don't seem like such a bad person.
Is that your way of conveying gratitude?
Oh, my apologies. But I meant every word. Remember when I asked at the tavern if we had ever met? I said that there was a sense of familiarity, but what I really meant was a sense of loathing.
Loathing?
Yeah, but having spent some time with you, I realized that you're not someone I dislike to that extent. Strange, isn't it? Why did I have those thoughts at that time?
My strength is that I don't care about what others think. If you could also develop this quality, then you won't be as bothered by complicated social relationships.
It'd be great if I could think like you. But first things first, I remember...
Really? That's, Paimon remembers that you said there are two things that you had. What about the other one?
There are more important things at hand. We have to stop Siraj before he...
You're right. Let's...
This is gonna backfire on him real bad. This Siraj character. Of course it's over here. Of course, it must be.
Ah, my apologies. This heavy rain must be quite an inconvenience for you.
Not an inconvenience. Ooh, mushrooms.
This is the place.
It's so well hidden. But there's nothing...
Secret cave. We need... Sorry, Ganyu. But we need
There's still
Nahida.
so many places for us to explore.
Let's still go in. Don't worry, Raiden Shogun and Kokomi can carry the party. I believe in them. Ooh, we have Al-Haytham. Man, I should have kept with my previous party. Oh well.
Weird. It's bigger on the inside than Paimon imagined. Are you Ilyas? Do you remember this place? Huh?
I don't sense him nearby.
Did he get separated from us?
There's no need for that. Let's keep moving.
Alright.
Wow. A regular old village.
It's okay, Ilyas. You've done more than enough for me already.
I don't understand. Everyone knows that Johnny is stealing your research. Why is no one willing to go public with the truth? He shamelessly used your thesis to send in a project application, and whenever the project hits a wall, he asks you for help. Everyone knows what's going on.
Do you know how many people are working on that project? If Johnny was kicked out because of academic fraud, that'd be the end of the project. Too many people would be affected.
But he throws you the hardest work, and after you're done pulling all-nighters, he struts around with your research data and takes credit for it. That's not right! Why are you putting up with this?
A lot of people warn me to not say anything, and I think they have a point. This is just how things are. All I want is to graduate without any problems. It's okay. He's at least paying me.
Half a year of your time and effort. Countless all-nighters and casual threats and insults. All for a measly 20,000 mora?
Yeah, that is pretty measly.
He's treating people like cattle.
Enough. It's fine. I just need to suck it up and get it done.
No, you need to get out. Tell people.
What's the matter? Huh? You could read minds this whole time and you never told Paimon?
No.
Of course not. I was also able to see those memories just now. They were probably the ones that leaked out while Ilyas was connecting to the collective consciousness.
Connecting collective consciousness?
It's clear that this place isn't a work in progress. The hive has long been finished. The Collective Consciousness project is already complete, and Ilyas is now returning to the Collective. Not entirely. Keep walking and you'll see why.
We have a key. Insert key. We have another key. Insert key. Oh. Key. Key. Take the key. Put in key. Oh, I see. Take the key. Put in key. Take key. Put in key. Then take this key. Put it here. And then take this key. And put it here.
Flicker.
Covenant of the Deep! Rest and rebuild! Make yourselves at home! Everyone hold hands!
The process of elimination.
Yes.
It's completely
I
different from what
see.
Ilyas said. This place looks like it's been done for a while.
Contributing to the collective by only thinking to your strengths. How easy.
Whatever. Oh, Hatham. Just thinking of that name fills me with hatred. We must get rid of him.
Well then.
There have been many poorly written applications lately. I guess I'll just have to reject them all.
I think this is the reason why they hate you. Oh. Oh no. Another memory. Woo! Scary.
An entire year's worth of work down the drain. And for what? Your reputation? Do you have any idea how many people you've brought down?
You could have played hero any time. So why couldn't you have waited until the project was complete?
I don't understand what you guys are saying. Are you saying you don't care that Raju jumped to his death?
It's a shame. What happened to him? I thought he was stronger than that.
Fuck you!
Everyone has been working hard to complete the project. He could have endured for a bit longer. But he chose now of all times.
Oh my god. Fuck you. Fuck all of you. Except Ilyas.
In any case, we're done with you. Because of your recklessness, the Matra are putting Johnny on trial. This project is done for. None of this affects you at all. But do you know how many people, myself included, needed this project to complete their studies? Now our futures are up in the air. If worst comes to pass, we might not be able to graduate. Do you understand now?
I'm sorry.
There's no need for an apology. It's not like I'll accept it anyway. You'll pay for this.
Hey, you're blinking out again. What did you see this time?
Don't jump to conclusions just yet. Save your words for when we see him.
He has a point. Wow, it's bright in here. More memories. Ooh, scary.
Well, Alias, this is all very strange. Is there really no research group that will take you? Well, to pass this course, you must complete a paper with other researchers. I know you're a hero for fighting academic fraud, but well, we can't make exceptions for heroes, now can we? Maybe you should try to improve your relationship with the other researchers. Huh? Getting a reputation for being too unconventional will not stand you in good stead in the long run.
I understand.
You seem troubled.
Who are you?
Where are my manners? My name is Siraj.
Siraj? I've heard of you before. Do you need something from me?
The world hates people who don't fit in. I imagine you've had your fair share of trouble. After you reported Johnny for academic fraud, you were ostracized and shunned. Even your family can't understand your actions. However, I'm working on some research that will help you merge into... How about it? Wanna have a go?
What did you see?
Paimon can't believe it! He really did! No! Siraj is... Ooh! Paimon's so mad!
Do. Here we go. It's been 2 hours? Huh. Hello.
You've come. I intentionally slowed my integration into the collective consciousness because I wanted to see you one last time as Ilyas. And I wanted to apologize to you as him. It was only at Gandharvaville that the second thing I must do occurred to me. Bring you all here to throw off the Matra and bring Alhaitham to the hive. That was my task.
You were already Siraj number 36? But you...
Yes, I truly did forget many things during that time, even my identity and assigned responsibility. However, it's not that I got scared and forgot. I chose to delete those memories. It's difficult to fool Alhaitham, so I had to create the perfect guise for myself.
And the best guise is when you believe your own lies.
Correct. I only told you that the hive was incomplete because I had deleted my memories of its completion. It was finished a long time ago. Before I left, I was already living as number 36. Now, I choose to return to that identity. Only here can I be truly free. That's all I wanted to say. After I enter this room, my consciousness will merge back into the collective. And so?
Is this your decision?
Yeah! The person we know is Ilyas, not Siraj. The outside world is painful sometimes, but Paimon doesn't think that's a reason to run away.
Do you need more time to consider, Ilyas?
Hey, who are...
That.
So you're that...
Giga jerk? How bold of you. Have I done something to offend you?
Yes.
I modified Akasha terminals to allow users to share memories and emotions. Then, I recruited researchers from the academia to build a collective consciousness. I assigned numbers to everyone and divided the experiment's tasks amongst themselves. Here, people can live easily and happily without needing to exercise complex mental thought. This is what they have chosen. All I've done is fulfill their wishes.
Oh. So that's how we bring you down. Complex thoughts and emotions. Because I don't think your little network can handle those. It's not like that big collective dream.
You're just trying to justify yourself!
Then I ask you, what's the difference between here? There are researchers at the academia who engage in dangerous research in extreme environments while others become idle and listless. People are so obsessed with collective will that even those on the fringes will attempt to fit in after suffering setbacks. Isn't that right, Ilyas? There's no need to deny this, as it is fact. It is natural for social creatures to conform.
No.
And the terminus of conformity is a collective consciousness through which even an ordinary bee
You don't need to
can
conform to connect. We're social creatures because of our differences. We want to be together, but we are individuals.
Welcome to the hive, Alhaitham. You once arrogantly denied.
If there is only one person spread among many bodies, then that's one person will still be alone.
few simple words from you, and my research was consigned to nothingness. Of course, I'm well aware that you don't care about any of this. You don't care about the pain of others. But I didn't give up. I made my thesis into reality.
When we arrived, I noticed many empty rooms in the hive.
Oh, you noticed that? Then can you guess where they're inhabited? The answer is the academia. They're executing another phase of the plan. The collective consciousness links all of us into a single mind, showcasing our individual strengths as we work together. We are able to execute complex undertakings while instantaneously modifying our strategies in response to unexpected situations. Everything has been proceeding smoothly. You are our biggest obstacle. With you out of the way, I'll use my growing influence to turn the collective consciousness into a legitimate study. The project will snowball until ultimately everyone will be part of my hive. No. The hive will be in control. And it will lead the academia towards a new future.
We won't let you do this!
What can you achieve with mere words? You weren't even able to change Ilyas's mind. Return to the hive, number 36.
Yes.
Wait! Don't go back! And you aren't an outcast!
That's easy for you to say, given that you're travelers. Will you two continue to stay at the Return, number 36.
Ilias?
You two are just as arrogant as all. You think that everyone should be like you and live according to their own truths. But you don't realize that most people simply want easy. I allowed number 36 to leave the hive without his memories only because I knew he would eventually return. This proves, Alhaitham, do say a word or two. I will consider them as your last.
I made those words quite clear a year ago. The model you presented was extremely unstable. No amount of garish packaging will change its fragile nature. It can't be helped. If you were clever enough to realize those problems, then you would have been aware that the hive changed when Ilyas returned to this collective consciousness of yours.
What?
What's happening?
The collective needs motivation to execute its plans, just as machinery requires energy to operate. That's why you, as the Overmind, synchronized your hatred of me into the collective, prompting them to create and execute a plan to eliminate me. However, when Ilyas returned to the collective, his memories and emotions were shared with the rest of its members. This includes his perception of me.
Which was positive.
Thanks for that. You know, you don't seem like such a bad person. Strange, isn't it? Why did I have those thoughts at that time?
This contradicts the hatred you had provided them, and these two differing emotions will give rise to new conflict.
And they will conflict among themselves. Because humans are not a collective, they're individuals.
So that's it. Wait, so you knew
One
that
differing
Ilias would
opinion will
return to
make
the hive?
the entire thing fall apart.
And then you pretended to keep him around just to fool Siraj. Wouldn't expect any less from you, Alhaitham. Once the collective consciousness bugs out, we'll take that opportunity. Wait.
Alhaitham, I told you. You're too arrogant. Did you? Ilyas's return had indeed introduced abnormal emotions into the hive, but your struggle has been in vain. And it's time to end it. Allow me to show you what makes the collective consciousness so formidable.
So many monsters, and something feels off about them.
I also integrated monsters into the collective. Despite their lack of intelligence, perfect cooperation can be achieved, much like soldiers who have undergone strict training.
Why did you do that? That's a terrible idea.
Now then, drown in endless waves of monsters. You will...
Hey, Alhaitham? You're playing...
I've already sent my gift to the collective.
It'll take some time for the recipient to receive it. You two just need to brace yourselves for the nuisance in front.
I'll hate them. Isn't that bad of a person?
But it has to be done. He must be eliminated so that we can evolve.
This might hurt a little. Rest and rebuild.
Bow your head.
You see? That is the will of the collective. Even with the hatred gone, they continue their work. An external...
Not necessarily.
Justice is blind.
Uphill battle. The Temple of Wisdom. I see everything.
There is no escape.
He won't hold out for much longer.
He's a lot tougher than we imagined.
Something's gone wrong at the Academia. The march.
I'm seeing scars. Covenant of the Deep.
What's going on? What's with this sudden influx of information? Silence! As the Overmind, I command you!
Too much information!
Absurd. Absurd.
Information is great for the collective, but too much of a good thing is horrible. Again, moderation. That's something an individual realizes themselves.
Insolent.
How bold.
How is that possible? Why hasn't it been resolved yet?
Judgment? The will of the collective cannot be wrong. The Overmind must have made an error in his judgment.
But Siraj is the most intelligent among us. He is number one. His judgment is the optimal one.
Is that true? Not necessarily.
Illusion shattered.
The process of elimination. Here you are.
There we go. And the collective mind comes crashing down.
What have you done?
Calm down. Don't you have an easy way to figure this out?
You were only designated as number 36. What a shame. From what I can see, your talents merit a smaller number. Putting aside the validity of the data, it is meaningless to judge individuals based solely on their jnana energy.
What you said to Ilias has now become a memory shared by all members of the Hive. I see it now! You've channeled and amplified their selfish desires! You're trying to destroy my Hive from the inside out!
Human minds are not infinitely pliable. and your hive has stretched many of them to their limit. Once your authority as Overmind starts to wane, it won't be long before your subjects snap back. Is it worth living here like a machine? Being a tool for the rest of my life? As soon as one person begins to have these thoughts, selfishness, doubt, and fear will propagate, thanks to the web of consciousness that you built. At this stage, your so-called hive has already fallen.
Yep.
It's not over yet. I am the Overmind! There has to be a way!
It's too late. Once the desires of the hive accumulate, beyond a certain threshold, they will kill their king.
I wouldn't have suffered such a disgraceful defeat if I was the Overmind.
My number shouldn't be so far down the list! Siraj is alive!
This isn't what we agreed to!
I should be the one in your position!
Man, he's cool. I did roll for him, but I never got him. A shame.
Shut down?
It's over.
What happened just now?
Members of a collective consciousness are more likely to reach a consensus because of their shared memories and emotions. For example, Ilias did have differing perceptions, but he ultimately followed the collective consciousness's judgment. However, this system is far from perfect. Based on this logic, the collective consciousness will generate an intractable diffusion effect upon encountering negative emotions. The disturbance that Ilias caused wasn't for naught. It made the collective question the Overmind.
Setbacks in the plan further amplify doubt, which diminishes the Overmind's influence. This inevitably causes the collective to generate negative emotions.
Apprehension, disappointment, panic, avarice. These negative emotions can be very well hidden, as humans generally do not share completely transparent channels of communication. But in the hive, where there are no secrets, negativity can spread like a tidal wave. Of course, what I said to Ilias was the trigger for all of this. A few words were enough. Believe in the power of words, Siraj.
You were already thinking of a way to destroy the collective consciousness. Even back then, you knew that Ilias was the bait all along? But how did you know?
I knew it from the moment I saw him. Moreover, I never looked down on you. My opinion of you has always been objective. You have a naive view towards the concepts of collective consciousness and human evolution, but you are intelligent and disciplined. You would never let a test subject escape. Mistakes like that are beneath you, and you also won't leave any mistake without a resolution.
I never thought I'd hear those words come from you. But if you're saying that out of sympathy, I know very well that you've never viewed me as an equal.
Don't you know
You were
how
with us,
hates
you
him?
always
He
had
doesn't say anything out of
look in your eyes.
sympathy. He doesn't care.
You don't need to hide it. I know it better than anyone else. The arrogance that comes with being a genius. Nobody likes being treated.
Your perspective is entirely born from your habitual way of looking at things. From your perspective, you probably think I'm like you, someone who doesn't fit in. However, I've never placed myself on a pedestal. I just want to distance myself from meaningless noise and look at everything objectively. On the other hand, you have failed to come to terms with who you truly are. You care too much about winning and how others perceive you.
You mean to say that I'm the arrogant one here?
Yes.
Is that not so? Arrogant and emotionally fragile. You view people as a simple, mediocre collective, while you regard me as one of your kind.
Regardless, I have lost. You can take me.
You will stand trial, yes. But arresting people isn't in my job description. I'm just an ordinary staff member. I believe it is the General Mahamatra's duty to escort you away.
Oh, hi, Sino.
Sino? What are you doing here?
I followed the symbols. Looks like things have already been settled.
Good work, I'll hate them. Don't let him escape, Sino.
I left a similar picture in my letter to him, and I made several similar symbols on the way here.
Wait, what do you mean you Oh, Paimon remembers! When Paimon first So you really did know that something was up with Ilias from the start!
It'd be best if you didn't spout nonsense. I never employed any mode of trickery on you. By the way, I came across some information at the Academia a few days ago. If you practice the method discussed therein, your vision may improve. Do you need it?
Seriously? By the way, Sino, Paimon heard that Siraj sent more people to the Academia. We can't let those—
Don't worry. The Matra have started screening suspicious persons. And we've already arrested. This was likely one factor that caused the Hive's consciousness to waver. Everything went as you predicted, All-Hatham.
Good. Seems like the interesting part is already over. I'll see you.
Bye. The moment it doesn't interest him anymore, he's gone.
There still are
Yep.
a lot of test subjects here, so—
I can understand that.
Oh no. Oh no. I was involved in all these plans to get rid of the acting Grand Sage? What came over me? How could I do something like this?
We were accomplices without knowing it. But I'm afraid that Al-Haytham might pressure the Matra into giving us heavier sentence. Whether he's the
He
scribe or the acting Grand
Doesn't
Sage,
care enough
we can't
about you to
afford
do
offend
that.
him.
Don't worry. You'll be
It
fine.
seems our future at the Academia will be full of uncertainty.
We can discuss the future later. Leaving the collective left me with a strange sense of guilt. I didn't feel anything towards Al-Haytham at first, since he wasn't well known. All the opinions I heard about him were negative, though. Siraj made us hate Al-Haytham, and we blindly accepted that hatred and thought of him as a bad person. From how things look, we've done a lot of irrational things.
I guess we're getting what we deserve. Could you help us apologize to Al-Haytham?
Sure! Paimon will help you tell Al-Haytham.
It's okay. No matter what he chooses, apologizing will make us feel slightly better.
It's time to go.
Let's go.
Golly.
So, were they— we can ask Al-Haytham.
Looks like I can't exist as Siraj number 36. When I was at Gandharvaville, I thought about whether I should just come forward with the truth, but I didn't have the courage then. So in the end, I lost my sense of justice, but I also wasn't able to conform.
Ilias?
Don't be sad. I'm the one who deceived you. However, I didn't come out of this completely empty-handed. The moment I realized that the collective I was always trying to fit into wasn't as powerful as I had imagined. Understanding that gave me courage somehow. Perhaps one day—
You can do it.
Thanks. Well, I should get— Can you keep— Also, please apologize to Al-Haytham for me. Goodbye, you two.
Bye, Ilias. I liked
All
knowing
the test
you.
subjects have been taken away. I'll have my subordinates seal the place, retrieve all documentation, and destroy the system. Are you two hurt? I brought bandages and hemostatics.
Aw, thank you.
Just a little tired.
Get some rest. Al-Haytham is probably waiting for you at the entrance. Go see him when you're done here.
Oh, baby, do you want me to go bed?
Watch out for any of Siraj's associates who might still be in hiding.
Okay, you stay safe. Let's go meet up with Al-Haytham.
Are you upset that I'm not in bed cuddling you?
The matter's settled. We can return now. I actually thought it would have been settled sooner. This took much longer than I expected. Judging by your faces, it seems like you two still have some questions. I respect your curiosity, but I'm off the clock now, so I'm not going to field any questions.
Fair enough.
Hey, we're not your colleagues!
You couldn't tell that was an excuse just now?
What? Are you kidding me? You're not leaving today until you explain what happened back in...
I already figured it out.
See ya.
But it seems our main character has not.
Right there.
Are you done? Your behavior is
Stop changing the subject!
It's too much of a hassle to explain everything from the top. You know what? Come with me.
Where to?
You'll know when we get there.
Alright.
Is this your home?
Oh, we're at his house.
Yes.
What's with you all of a sudden? Being...
Oh, it's Kaveh.
Ah, you're back. Quick, come help me see if this painting's all straightened. Huh? Who are they?
Stop making a fuss. They're obviously guests.
You're not from the academia, are you?
No, we're not.
I'm sure she's seen you before.
Wait, what? How do you know me? Oh no, do people know that I live here?
No, we spoke to you earlier in the quest.
What? You're embarrassed?
Oh, you guys are roommates!
Yes we are, but keep that to yourselves. Please, don't tell anyone else.
I keep a few books on collectives and the subconscious here at home. I'll get them. You all chat in the meantime.
Hey!
Hey! You're leaving just like that? What's the deal, Alhaitham?
Yeah, they're totally, boyfriends.
Sorry, I know we've only just met, but I have to ask. Are you, you wouldn't happen to be actors that Alhaitham hired to pretend to be his friends, would you?
What?
Guess not. I've never seen him invite friends home before, so please excuse my surprise. You guys get it, right? You know, with his temperament and stuff.
But aren't you friends with him?
I wouldn't say friends exactly.
Yeah, they're boyfriends.
Okay, well, we used to be, but we're not anymore.
Huh?
Don't worry about it. My name is Kaveh. I'm sorry to have met you under these circumstances. Anyway,
baby,
please don't say
are you
anything
okay?
about me living here.
Okay, you're okay. That's good.
You seem like you got a lot going on. So maybe Samora will make Paimon shut up.
Are you serious? How could you? Of course. You're Alhaitham's friends.
What? That was a normal response.
Still, why do you have to treat me like he does?
Judging by the deafening din coming from the living room, you all must be getting along quite well.
Entertain your own friends, why don't you?
I'll leave the books here.
Skim through the pages, but its contents are too esoteric to understand.
It's way too complicated. Why don't we just... Paimon wants to know,
A year ago, Siraj presented his thesis to the Grand Sage, who offhandedly asked for my opinion. I actually responded with 2 lines of reasoning. The first, as I've already said, was that his research was on human evolution, a subject prohibited by the academia. The second was that I thought the direction of his research was too extreme, but his approach too conservative.
Wait, that's too conservative? He built such a large lab, gathered all those people, and
One way to stabilize a collective consciousness is to remove the test subject's humanity altogether.
Baby.
The optimal solution to achieve collective consciousness is to focus solely on the overmind and treat the other test subjects as tools.
That's way too dangerous.
I'm merely stating the facts. If Siraj had done that, I would have felt his work to be just as senseless.
Oh, baby.
It's impossible for any species to evolve overnight, and humans without their humanity cannot be called humans. That's why the academia prohibited research into human evolution. Most research of this kind tends to run
You're
contrary to
adorable,
evolution.
and I love you so much. I know, I know. You want me to go to bed, so then you can snuggle with me.
Paimon gets it now.
Ha! That's rich coming from you. If humans aren't humans without their humanity, then you'll probably evolve into some other species in another decade, I wager.
What about you? Are you going to devolve into a fungus?
At least I'd be a fungus with empathy. Sorry for eavesdropping, but what happened to you guys? Are you in trouble?
Sort of. We encountered a strange researcher that had it out for us.
Are you all okay?
They all had it out for I'll hate them.
So that's how things went. Such is life. If only he'd known, Alhaitham could have stayed indoors today, and the whole thing could have been avoided. Plus, he could have helped me with the housework for once. See those books? They've been sitting there waiting for someone to sort through them for an age. If you're not gonna read them, tidy them away. They don't belong there.
Can you feel the awkwardness in the air? I hope you're aware of your lack of conversational skills.
Oh, so the pot's calling the kettle black, is he? Well, having said all that, are you okay?
So he's the bottom.
I'm doing quite well.
And
Much
he's
better
clearly
than
the
that
top.
painting you're trying to hang on the wall.
He's way too loud to be a top.
You don't understand anything. Stop criticizing my taste in decoration.
My point exactly.
Paimon can't tell which of them is more problematic.
Dominant and the
Let's
brat.
just get this over with and leave.
You whisper very loudly.
Oh,
Do you have any more questions?
let Paimon think. Oh, but
I bear them no ill will. More, to some extent, they were also fooled by Siraj. The Matra will take this into account at their trials.
Ilias also said that he wanted to tell us the truth at Gandharvaville, but he didn't have the courage. He apologized.
It doesn't matter. I never judging from his experiences, he's more courageous than the average person. There's no need to lay even more criticism on him. Criticizing the brave only shows how weak you yourself are. I'm going for dinner in 10 minutes, so I'll field one last question.
Paimon doesn't have any more questions. How about you? Oh, yeah, that... You only started investigating with the Matra at the Academia, but after meeting Siraj, it didn't seem like you were interested in him or his experiment.
I had no interest in him personally, but I was curious as to why so many people were willing to form a collective consciousness with... I now understand the reason.
Something to do with the current atmosphere at the Academia, I suppose?
Correct. The fall of the sages and the shutdown of the Akasha terminals deeply affected the Academia. The fact that Siraj's project attracted so much interest despite not being approved speaks to the lack of research projects as of late. As the acting Grand Sage, I'll have to figure something out. In addition, what happened to Ilias is worth our attention. Reporting academic fraud was the right thing to do. He didn't deserve the outcome that he had received.
Paimon understands now. Oh, you're pretty serious when it comes to work, huh?
I think minimum viable seriousness is a more apt description. I'll do my best to take care of this mess until my resignation is approved.
Wait, your resignation?
Yes. I've already submitted my resignation to the Academia. Soon, I'll resign as the acting Grand Sage and go back to being its scribe. I don't think Siraj knew about that. If he had waited just a few more days before acting, I would have already resigned. What he'd do then wouldn't have been any concern of mine. However, even without my input, his unstable model would have collapsed for some other reason, so it makes no difference.
But
Yeah,
why do you wanna
probably.
resign?
Because it's too much. Because it's too much trouble.
I'm not suited to be a sage, nor do I want to be one. The official process to select the new sages is already underway, but this process is long and takes far too much time. If I serve as acting Grand Sage for too long, the position might become permanent. That would be troublesome. This job isn't something I want to spend the rest of my life doing. It's important to keep your priorities straight. Well, it's about time. You two
Oh, now that you say that, Paimon's kinda hungry.
Goodbye.
See ya.
The name Siraj doesn't ring a bell. Was he in your class?
He isn't someone who would leave an impression, so it's expected that you don't remember him.
I've always had a hard time appreciating the way that the Academia pressures people by labeling them as geniuses. But even so, the Academia can't be left to you. Or perhaps I should say that I'm delighted to see that you have a base amount of self-awareness. If the people in the Academia haven't gone mad, they'd know that I'm much more suited to be a sage than you.
And I suppose they'd let everyone know that your career as a sage will be as shaky as that painting.
Again, that's mighty rich coming from someone about to resign. In a few days, you'll be managing files again. You'll be back at rock bottom.
But my salary will likely stay the same.
Wait, what? How come? Why do you get special treatment?
At least I don't have to be an architectural designer who works himself to death just to get a smile from his client.
You... I took time out of my day to clean the living room for you, and this is the thanks I get for it? I'd have been better off catching up on my work. I still have designs to finish.
Make sure to pay back the rent you owe me. I'm going to buy some furniture with that Mora.
What? Are you trying to annoy me to death? The decorations you buy keep getting uglier and uglier. What's the point of having a boring wood carving in your house?
You'll have to blame that on my financial freedom.
Fine. Go ahead and hide behind your financial success if you want. But if we forget Mora for a second, do you have anything of true value to boast about?
I think I'd have too many choices, to be honest. You, on the other hand, can you think of any redeeming features at all?
Artistry, for sure. You don't know the first thing about interior design. Don't go off buying random furniture unless you take me with you.
Yeah, they act like an old married couple.
So I'll have to bring you along and then buy you drinks?
Of course.
Yep, secretly married.
But why would I do that? It would just be another form of a loan, and you'd have to pay me back eventually.
Can't you just be nice and not ask for the Mora back?
Pretending that you're not in debt is as ridiculous as pretending you're not living in someone else's home. Word will get out sooner or later.
Speaking of which, your friends won't say anything, right? Tell them to keep all this a secret.
There's no need to hide it so carefully. I think the truth's already out. You're such a lightweight that a few drinks at the tavern had you spilling all your beans.
What? No, it can't be.
Oh, that's amazing. Oh yeah, they're married for sure.
The name Siraj doesn't ring a bell. Was he in your class?
He isn't someone who would leave an impression, so it's expected that
I've always had a hard time appreciating the way that the academia pressures people by labeling them as geniuses.
Every time I go into this room, this
the academia
fucking
can't be left to you. Or perhaps I should
cutscene will start again.
But my salary...
Wait, what?
At least I don't have to be an architectural designer who works himself
Okay,
to death
come on,
just to
come
get a
on. I've
smile
already
for
seen
his
this.
I took time.
Make sure to pay back the rent you owe me. I'm going to...
What? Are you trying to...
I've already
You'll have to
seen
blame
them
that on my
have their
financial freedom.
marital spout,
I
but
think I'd have too many choices, to be honest.
their
You, on the
marital
other hand,
banter.
Can you think of any redeeming features?
Artistry,
So I'll have to bring you a...
Of course.
But why would I do that?
Can't you just be nice?
Pretending that you're not...
Speaking of which, your friends won't say anything.
There's no need to hide it.
What? No, it can't be.
Yeah, I'm not going in there again. I do not want to start that cutscene for the third time. Alright. Alright. Please. Pretty please? I'll let you pet my cat. No. Back. Well, I think that's it, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful day, and good night. I need to go to bed because my cat is being an adorable little shit. And is demanding